What up? It's your boy Jeff Taylor, man. I'm back hitting y'all with another video. Um, this one here gonna be a good one, like I always say. And but you know, that's the whole goal. I want every video to be impactful in your lives. I want every video to be a video I could be like, wow, I learned something from. That was big for me. So anyway, thanks for viewing once again. Just being here with me, you know, it's much appreciated as I try to let the Holy Spirit use me, get the word out however I can, but at the same time still give y'all engaging content, right? Let's get it. So, and I want this to take the wrong way. I mean, I know y'all see my surroundings. When I say something, y'all, that's the title of the video. When I say something, I don't mean go out telling on people. Yes, I want to be clear on that. The disclaimer, I'm not saying go tell on nobody. When I say something, I mean it a little differently, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video, all right? So again, I'm in this little office right now, so I'm trying to be discreet. But we going to still talk because ain't nobody going to shut us up when we getting these encouraging messages out, right? Okay, so look, today's message is called Say Something. Yes, say something, y'all. Now, again, there's a time and place. We're going to get into that later. But say something. This is what I mean. When you got something on your mind, I know we all heard closed mouth don't get fed, right? That type of stuff is true because I done had a bunch of opportunities to where I should have said something and didn't say something, or you know, I've been in a position where I wanted to give somebody, but they didn't want to say nothing. So I done been on both sides of the spectrum, and I can tell you how important it is to say something. But again, we gotta keep in mind there is a time and place when we saying this type of stuff because what we say is very important, right? So you can't just be popping off saying everything you want to say. But when it's something important to your life, say something. You know, all my people out there that's in relationships, if y'all got something on your heart, don't let it build. Don't let it linger. You know, say something. Get it out. Let it be known. Because the more you let stuff in, especially if you're a type of person like myself, you know, you're usually in your head a lot. And you just think deep. As y'all can see, I be thinking. So you definitely, you know, want to get it out. If you have something in your mind and you're always thinking, you definitely don't want it to just harbor, especially if it's like feelings for somebody, whether it's good or bad. If you don't like a person, you don't like what they doing, say something, you know. But it can go in multiple places in your life, you know. If you in the line at the grocery store and you got a bunch of coupons and you know, hey, I got mouths to feed, every little penny counts. Say something, show them coupons. Don't worry about nobody see. When he talked about the hating and the doubt, now we talking about when it's time to speak up. There's a time when you should be quiet. But right at this moment, we talking about when it's time to speak up. You know, when you see an injustice. I ain't saying go about and be a snitch and tell on everybody, because that could, you know, be a detriment as well in the wrong situation. But, you know, if you see somebody getting done and your heart is bleeding and say something, pray on it and say something. You know, because when you do say something, it can be impactful. You know, you know, I know that it's important to be quiet and not say nothing. You know, even I believe that's true, and I mentioned it in one of the earlier videos. But it's also important to say what needs to be said, like John Mayer. You know what I'm saying? So another example, you know, you're looking for an opportunity, and you at the job, and you feel like the boss that overlooked you, and you know, you ain't trying to hit no seniority because that wasn't in the rule book. You know what I'm saying? So you ready to address the situation. I say in that situation, be professional, but say something. You know, again, when things need to be said, a real man, real woman that got some courage and ain't no wimp, they gonna say it. You know, whether you seen somebody got done wrong and you saw it on a boss, you say, hey, you know, because remember, we got to answer to a bigger boss, right? So keep that in mind. You know, it's very important to know that you all right, because even that boss ain't your boss, because you got to answer to a bigger boss That woman ain't your boss. That man ain't your boss. Because we got a bigger boss that's over all the other bosses that's going to look out for his children and his people regardless. So if you don't be scared about losing your job if you know you got a case. You know, I ain't saying be stupid, go popping off and just saying any and everything and nitpicking and complaining and getting everybody in trouble saying something. But I'm talking about if you see a great injustice, like, hey, man, I know this was the best man for the job. There ain't no such thing as no seniority, and that's what they throwing around. This person was qualified. Y'all know what I'm talking about in those real moments. Say something. But even for your own benefit, right? A closed mouth don't get fed, right? I had this chick that I liked a long time ago, and I'm talking about she was the most, at that moment in my life, you know, like I said, I didn't been around, I ain't seen a lot of, long story short, I really liked this chick, and I remember, like, she had told me, like, I was, like, so nervous to speak to her because I was a kid, you know, I ain't have no game, I was nervous, so I didn't say nothing, I was real shy and stuff, right? And I remember later in life, I talked to her, and she was like, why you didn't just say something? I was like, y'all know what I'm talking about, when you got that person where, you know, you just was, she was like my like high school crush. So, you know, that love be deep when you be in high school, that puppy love, you know what I'm saying? So I was just dreaming and fantasizing. I never really built up the courage. And then later, I talked to her. And I was like, man, you know, I always liked you. You know what I'm saying? She was like, why you didn't say that? I was like, oh, man. But anyway, you know, just speaking up when the time is right. You know, you need to be, you know, using your discernment. Like I say, just don't be popping off, saying a whole bunch of stuff, because, you know, we already know it ain't good to be running your mouth, tattling and complaining and just doing a whole bunch of reckless, useless chitter-chatter. But, you know, like we said earlier, speak little, speak well. When it is time to speak, make sure what you're saying is impactful, and it can be, you know, a good thing in the end. So, you know, just making sure that you say the things that need to be said and don't let the things that need to be said go unsaid, if that makes sense. It sounds like it made sense, y'all rock with me. But y'all get my point, you know. Fellas, you in your household, your woman getting out of line talking crazy, hey, I love you, babe, but I gotta put my foot down because it can't continue like this. Say something, fellas. Y'all ladies, y'all need to stop playing because y'all know y'all like when us men take lead. So, fellas, y'all hear that? Take lead and say something when it need to be said. Now, don't be acting like the woman yourself, fella, and just be complaining and nagging and lazy and I won't do nothing. Be a boss, be a leader, and say, hey, we need to talk about this. I'm in this nice little room. I will show you, but I don't want my camera messed up. But anyway, when it's time to speak, speak. And when it's time to be quiet, be quiet. We might as well say that too while we're in the video. When it's time to hush, hush. But at the same time, when it's time to say something, say something. You know, you're trying to get some help for your family. Say what you want, but when the need is there, say something. Don't be acting like you're all timid and you're all ashamed and you're prideful. If there's some type of service or some type of, you know, you see something going on where it could be a blessing, a help to you and your family, damn it, say something. Let it be known, hey, I'm in need. Don't keep it to yourself if you know it could help your life, all right, y'all? So I'm trying to keep these videos under 10 minutes, so I ain't going to keep dragging on. I think we hit the nail on the head with this one. If it's something that need to be said, y'all say it and be bold about it. Pray on it. Ask for the Lord to protect you as you do what you got to do, and then go do what you got to do. Say what you need to be said to help you, your life, your sanity, your family, and just your life in general. If you got something that you got on your chest and you can't rest, say something. All right, so thank y'all again for chiming in. I appreciate y'all. And look, we're going to keep this content coming, but I appreciate y'all for hitting that like button. Don't be scared. Hit the like button again and keep hitting it, because I'm going to keep coming back for y'all, giving y'all a video to hit on, all right? So I appreciate the love. Salute to all my real ones out there, and I appreciate you for the view.